up?
Oh. What's up, everybody? Tonight we're doing I'm doing a live stream with the always handsome Art and the sexy beast himself, the Soulless Trenchcoat, aka Trenchy. And tonight we are talking Tim Curry, who just turned 70 the past Monday. So I thought, oh, I would pay homage to one of my favorite actors of all time. So I'm gonna start off with you, Trenchy. What was your first Curry movie, and what did you think of the role? That
you kind of broke up there, Mark.
I was asking. Oh, so your first movie was It?
Well, that was my first horror film. Like it might have been It. I didn't see any at a young age too, but I think the first one where I really saw a lot of them was It, and it was brilliant. Fucking killed that shit.
Yep.
What was your first Curry movie, Art?
I'm pretty sure it was Home Alone 2.
That's a good one.
Home Alone 2
the concert.
It would have either been It or Rocky Horror. But I'm pretty sure the first was Home Alone 2.
All are great movies. I mean, my first Curry movie was and loved was.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
He was so, he was so smarmy and snarky in the movie. He's like, when Colonel Mustard goes, "Well, what do you do here?" "I buttle, sir." It's just like, what the fuck do you? It's like, what do you think I do?
Exactly.
And Tim Curry's great.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody always remembers Tim Curry for Pennywise, and
Well, it's like we're saying before we went live. There's not really any bad Tim Curry roles. Every role he's done is like a classic character.
No, there's no such thing as a bad Tim Curry character. But everybody always, if you say Tim Curry, the first two characters that automatically pop into everybody's mind are Frankenfurter and Pennywise.
Yeah. Also like the concierge guy from Home Alone 2.
The concierge from Home Alone was fantastic.
Yep.
That it's a screen time, and he owned that shit like he owned the movie at 10 minutes.
Yeah. Every scene that Tim Curry is in Home Alone 2 is fantastic.
Yep.
Especially when they're looking for Macaulay, and Macaulay Culkin is using the gangster movie, and he's all, they're naming off names, and Tim Curry looks over and he's the old night watch guy, big dollar, or whatever is, whatever the hell the guy's name is, and Tim Curry's off. So it's just fantastic.
Yeah, man, that smile that they compare to the Grinch, like that made me want to
Oh,
see
hey,
Tim
Bill.
Curry play the Grinch because it was so
So,
on
Bill.
point.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen Tim Curry play the Grinch.
Do you have a
That
favorite
would have
Tim
been
Curry role?
fantastic. My favorite Tim Curry role is Wadsworth from Clue. I mean, don't get me wrong. Pennywise. I have a special place in my heart for Pennywise because that is just that's just Tim Curry. You know, it's just Tim Curry going off the rails, batshit crazy.
Yeah.
But Wadsworth, you know, he's such a snarky little prick that he's like, even when at the end of the movie when he reveals that he's actually the one who's been blackmailing all these people, he's all, well, they're all, so what exactly is going on here? He's all, isn't it obvious? I'm Mr. Body, and I'm the guy who's been blackmailing you all. It's that era of fucking, like, I'm so much superior than you are. That, you know. But I also like him in Legend. Legend was nobody ever talks about his role in Legend.
Yep.
Dark.
I didn't even remember Legend.
I mean, he's basically playing the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And he is that character so over the top and just so fucking evil. Like, this is supposed to be a kid's movie, but yet if you let anybody see Tim Curry in that role, they're not sleeping for a week.
I mean, it's one of the roles where he was genuinely scary. I mean, Pennywise, he was scary in scenes, but in that role, he played that role pretty straight.
Pennywise can be hilarious in some scenes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
In the library, when he has
I love Pennywise.
When he has the little noisemaker thing that you spin around.
Yeah, Pennywise when he's trolling John Ritter in the library, and it's all.
He trolls him hard.
It's my favorite scene. That is my
favorite. Refrigerator running? You better go catch it.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can? Well, you better let him go.
That shit's great. Yep.
Like that movie in Legend, he was just genuinely terrifying. Like there were no killers the whole time.
Yeah, in Legend, he was evil as all. There was no jokes. There was no. There was just, I'm the devil, and I'm going to terrorize you.
Yeah, man. He's like fucking with that woman for most of the movie. I forget.
Yeah.
Like she was like a fairy or something. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just menaces her throughout the whole fucking movie. Like,
oh, we might have Ethel in a minute. She responded to the thing on Twitter.
Cool.
Oh, hey, Collector.
Hey, Collector Man.
Right.
That's another fucking iconic role. Long John Silver from Muppet Treasure Island. I completely forgot about that role.
One of the one of the, I would put it as one of the better Muppet films. I like most of the Muppet films, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dr. Frankenfurter is endless. I'm sorry. I know I'm going all over the place here, but when I watch Rocky Horror Picture Show, I don't watch it for everybody else. I watch it for Tim Curry.
Yeah, I like everybody. But,
I mean, yeah, I don't have when I say, I like everybody in the movie, but
I know what you mean.
Tim Curry, Frankenfurter after Magenta is my favorite character. Magenta just every scene that she's in. I'm sorry, you can't not like Magenta.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Magenta's the shit, man. Like I love all like Riff Raff, Columbia.
Yeah,
I'm
The
a
movie
big
belongs to that sweet transvestite
Yeah,
from transsexual.
I mean, every character in that movie fits their design plot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Meatloaf as Eddie is fantastic.
yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
But to me, Jen and Frankenfurter, you could have just made that movie about those two, and that would have ate it up. Because those two are just that, enigmatic together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, Long John Silver is one I didn't even think of. And I'm a Muppets fan. I couldn't. I didn't even. I don't know me that he was in Muppet Treasure Island.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I do remember. I think he has a sword fight with Kermit, if I remember. I might be remembering that, but it's like he was dope, man. But of course, he just owned it. He just went in there and he became character as usual, bringing his own Curry charm to it. But
Yeah.
he became Long John Silver.
Oh yeah.
It's a perfect casting because Long John is this guy who's a bad guy, but you also kind of like him a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like me and Art were saying, there's even when he's playing the bad guy, you like Tim Curry's characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's just he's fantastic.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he had that amazing cameo on Freakazoid, where he played that one guy who was always like moving and yelling and shit, like that one bad guy. That was dope.
Oh, you got a Marty in the chat.
Hey, Marty.
Next question. How did he never get the role of Dr. Smith in Lost in Space? Guy would have been fantastic for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should have got that. He should have got the Grinch in the Jim Carrey movie. Like, I think
He should
I
have
like
got the
the
Awful Cat in the Hat movie. It might have been okay then.
that you have a point there.
That movie is hot.
Kristen has Curry could play a very likable villain.
Yeah, man.
Well, even his villains weren't really that much of a villain. Frankenfurter just wanted to build a man. I don't know about the other ones.
Yeah.
Like his
Well,
clone was actually pretty scary. A little
In
bit.
Home Alone 2, he was just doing his job.
well, it used to be the personification of whatever you were. But they just fucking bonkers with that role. Oh yeah. I call the first 90% of it Tim Curry fucking unleashed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Like, just the way he delivered the character in some of those scenes. Oh, they float.
Mm-hmm.
They all float down here. That's some creepy shit because you feel like he's getting off on it, and it's like
He is. I honestly think he was.
Yeah, man, it's some disturbing shit. I mean, people might look at that movie now and laugh at it, but if you're like 8 years old and that's like the first horror movie you ever seen, that will traumatize you. I know, because I was that child.
I love Pennywise.
Pennywise is a great character. You can't go wrong with saying if anybody said Pennywise was their favorite character, you couldn't go wrong with it. But I see more menacing as darkness and legend than he is as Pennywise.
As Pennywise, he could have appeared as the dude from Legend, though.
Could have, but it would,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been the same.
To a little kid, it would have scared the shit out of him still.
Yeah, trust me, I agree.
It's the devil!
Because I saw when I was a little kid, scared the shit out of me.
Right. I want to give a second to give like appraisal to this guy because this man has had a stroke. He's in a wheelchair. He's not doing as good as well as he used to be doing, but he's still having interview with fans. He's still like talking to people. He did the Rocky Horror remake. He was still there whooping ass. He's probably two of the only things about that remake is him,
There's a remake?
Still whooping ass. He's still going hard, man. After a stroke. Dude's badass.
The Collector Man brings up another point. Add Tim Curry to anything and it's better. Here's the reason why I like Home Alone 2 more than the first. A limousine and a piece of the Plaza Hotel. That classic one. It's fantastic.
That's my favorite Home Alone film is Home Alone 2.
Yeah, I wasn't
better.
I wasn't a big Home Alone 1 fan. I just in a way you're almost happy when the fucking parents go off and leave that little brat behind.
I mean, it's weird though, because in one he seems like sympathetic. Like in one he's more sympathetic, and two he sounds like a sociopath, and it's really weird. It just every line he delivers seems like there's no real emotion behind it, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah,
Sociopath.
It was
sociopath would be a good way to describe Kevin
the bird lady in Home Alone
McAllister.
2. The bird lady in the park. She was
Like,
scary.
she was fantastic. Yeah.
Hmm. It's great. Classic.
Like, yeah, Home Alone. Yeah,
Home Alone 2 was where which then it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
And Tim Curry is a big part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that and they just amped up all the shit that they did the first one and made it worse.
Also, the two robbers, Danny DeVito, and not Danny DeVito,
Joe Pesci.
the one guy. Joe Pesci and the one guy.
Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern.
That guy's funny as fuck, too, though. Danny, yeah.
What I liked about the two Home Alone movies is they showed that Joe Pesci could be a funny guy. Before they did
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Tim Curry is the reason why Home Alone 2 is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, one Tim Curry role that his first role, man, Annie as Rooster, the criminal who's trying to like fucking kidnap Annie and ransom her or some shit. While since
What patient is this?
But even then, he's like owning that shit. He's like doing like Rooster movements, and he like at the end he's like literally trying to kill her. It's like it's some dope shit. And that was like first role or one of his first, and he owned that.
Yeah, I agree, Collector, man. When the way Daniel Stern screams, it cracks me.
That's the funniest part of Dumbo. When the spider gets put on him, and he fucking yells.
Yeah.
That's one of the funniest
Seems like
yells.
a little girl.
Yeah.
That Collector Man says when he's getting electrocuted at the sink and turns into a skeleton, he loses it. And I can't keep a straight face during that scene either because that shit just makes me die laughing.
It's dope.
Yeah.
But the classic Curry smile when the credit card that Macaulay Culkin is using comes back stolen. It's just so sinister. It's like
Yeah. It feels like he won.
Yeah.
I got him now.
Is it, like he, and then they do the classic fade to Kevin watching the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's like, oh, yeah, give me Tim Curry as the Grinch, please.
Yep.
I mean, Jim Carrey was serviceable, but I mean, Tim Curry would have just made everything.
Yeah, I think Tim Curry would have made the Grinch just fantastic.
He's the only one that could really follow Boris Karloff and like take on that role and do it right. Like the others were okay, but it's like I think Tim Curry was better.
I think probably Curry would be the one guy who could outdo Karloff in that role.
That's fair. That's fair. I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't remember Tim Curry and Annie. I could be wrong, man, but it's been so long since I've seen it. You might be right.
Dude, that's his first role with Annie. He played Richard trying to kidnap Annie. And
Okay.
he's dope in it.
Well,
it's one of the movies that's
I watched that movie.
Yeah, he camouflages himself into the character. Like, you don't really see him. Like, after you've seen his movies, but he's really good at becoming a character. So he's just kind of there, you know. It's not like a movie people watch a lot.
Hey, Leroy.
You know.
But yeah.
Oh, hey, Leroy. What's up?
I was just saying hello to him. But yeah, there, even in the episode of Criminal Minds that he was.
Oh yeah.
Criminal Minds he was in was so fantastic and so evil.
That's one of my favorite Criminal Mind episodes, I
think. Mine too. He's really, like I say,
once again, the power of Tim Curry.
Yeah, he scares the shit out of that little girl. You really believe that by the end of that episode, he's gonna kill that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's just again fantastic acting, and he had to be in his 50s or 60s when that episode aired.
Yeah.
You should rewatch it, Leroy. It's a fantastic movie. Legend is awesome.
That's dope.
Watch out, buddy. Bitch cat. Trench, me and my cat and your cat need to get together.
That would be a horrible idea.
They take over the fucking universe.
Exactly. If like Chumpkins and your cat and my cat, and John's cat, and just everybody's cats united, we'd be fucked.
Kitty Jojo.
Probably Leroy. There's
What's
all over there.
Tim Curry had a sitcom?
What? How did I not read this?
What was the sitcom though about?
I don't ever remember hearing of it. So, I don't know if there's a director's cut to Legend or not, Leroy. But even if there is, it's a great movie to check out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There was that episode of Tales from the Crypt, if I'm remembering right, where Tim Curry played like a whole family.
Yeah, I forgot he did Tales from the Crypt too.
Yeah,
there is a director's cut of Uh, Legend.
Hmm. Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
I didn't either until I just Googled it.
He's underrated as hell, though. For as good as he is, he's extremely underrated.
Tim Curry is very underrated, and so is Ridley Scott.
I feel like he should have had so many more roles. Like,
Tim Curry should have had a lot more than he did.
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was on top. Like he was on top of his game, and he could do live. Like before Rocky was a movie, they did that shit live on stage. I mean, this guy can do shit in one take. I mean that's true talent, man. He can do it all. He can sing. He
You
can fucking.
just imagine Tim Curry as a Batman villain, though.
Dude, did you know he was supposed to voice the Joker originally on Batman the Animated Series, but they gave it to him? No.
I heard about, but can you just imagine if they got Tim Curry to do like the Penguin?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Man.
no offense to Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito is a great actor, and I love most Danny DeVito movies. But can you just imagine Tim Curry playing the Penguin or
I wouldn't have minded seeing that.
Face?
That could have been interesting.
Hell yeah, man. Or like fucking even like the Riddler. I mean, he could have taken on any of those roles.
He could have been his own character, mate. Yeah, that shit would have worked. He would have made a perfect Batman villain.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Like
Man-Bat would be a perfect role for Tim Curry.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh yeah, man.
All right, since we're talking about it, let me ask you, what roles did you have Tim Curry in?
What was it?
What role would you have seen Curry play besides any Batman villain?
Damn.
Well, like I said earlier, the Grinch. Of course, but I can't think of anything else. Of own.
One that I would love to have seen Curry play. This one might you too. If Robertson had been cast as Freddy Krueger, Tim Curry would have made that role truly evil.
Mm-hmm.
Freddy Krueger?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's scary enough. But Tim Curry as Freddy Krueger would have been so much creepier.
Yeah. But
Usually in part 2, when you really start to see Freddy go really dark and menacing. That would have been the perfect role for Curry.
Think like Fight Club, Meatloaf's role in Fight Club, Bob. Well,
What are
put Tim Curry in the movie Fight Club. See what I'm saying?
Was he in Fight Club?
Meatloaf was.
Oh, Meatloaf.
So I'm saying,
you said pick a role that Tim Curry would have been good in. I'm thinking like, oh, replace Meatloaf with Tim Curry. Fight Club.
That would have been
Makes sense. Mm. Yeah, he had the energy.
Well,
Yeah. Not even like Freddy, but like a real life type killer.
I think, going away from the horror aspect, I think Tim Curry could easily play a John Wick villain.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because he would fit into that role, right into that world of, one of the ranking members of the high table.
Yeah. Trench.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Do you live?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, my bad. I had to mute for a second. I was thinking this might be a weird one, but I think he could have done a good Baxter Stockman, like if they put like Baxter Stockman in the live action Ninja Turtles Part 2. I mean, I think he could have like done an okay job, like a good
That
job.
would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I think he could. I have to agree with that.
I mean, he can do it all. And when he became the Fly, if they actually turned him into the Fly, I mean, he would kill that shit.
You would have been good as the Fly.
Okay.
All right. What do you say? What's the question?
I haven't asked anything yet. What if Tim Curry was still in good health? What remake would you want to see him in?
Remake?
Oh, 89 Batman Joker. We need a Tim Curry Joker.
Oh, that would have been great. Oh,
Back to the
Collector Man
Batman.
Collector Man comes in with a good point. He should have played Dumbledore in Harry Potter.
Oh, but
I mean,
yeah, that's
I didn't think of that. There's even kind of a
He's
similarity
right.
there.
He's bringing up a good, a point that Ethel has brought up before during streams. How has no brought up the worst witch yet? Anything can happen on Halloween. Curry was magnificent in The Worst Witch. It's another movie we completely forgot about, and we've watched it 1,000 times.
I've only seen it once last Halloween, and
I don't think I've seen it.
It was dope.
It was better than Harry Potter. It really was. Worst Witch by a far outclassed Harry Potter. I thought
It's more fun for sure. I think it's a more fun story. Like I really like Harry Potter, but I will say that one's more fun, and Harry Potter doesn't have Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Harry Potter doesn't have.
Having Tim Curry in anything is fucking makes everything better.
Tim Curry could have played like Peeves, man. I know they casted Peeves and just never put him in the movies, but fucking Tim Curry would have owned it. Peeves.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tim Curry and we've said this 1,000 times already, but Tim Curry in any role, but really like roles that are like horror movies, he really seems to thrive on. And even in this movie has been made 1,000 times, so I'm gonna throw it out there and say, let Tim Curry play the Phantom of the Opera.
That would have been dope.
I agree with that.
And dude, give us an actual musical that's not like, the Joel Schumacher one's okay, but I want like an actual musical version, but it's kind of similar to the original silent one. I think Tim Curry could pull that off.
I do too. The original was a silent worked so well because of music.
Yeah, it's
Give
really
Tim Curry
sad.
some sets. Go ahead.
Oh no, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
No, I just say it's really sad that like when your best version of a movie based off of a musical stage production is a silent film. I mean that needs to be changed immediately because that's pretty sad.
And Collector Man is yes, Phantom. I agree.
Oh, fuck. You know who Tim Curry should have played? Calvin Candy
Who?
in Django Unchained.
Oh my god, that would have been fucking fantastic.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Can you fucking imagine?
Why hasn't Curry been in a fucking Quentin Tarantino movie? Like, just any of them.
I don't know.
Well, like we were saying, how come Tim Curry hasn't had more roles than he's had? The guy owns every fucking movie he's in.
He's a master. He's one of the best.
Or Tim Curry as Jack Torrance in The Shining.
That would have been good.
That would have
I'm
been
not a
great.
huge Shining fan, but
No,
Tim
but
Curry,
he would have been good
yeah,
for that. I think.
especially when that whole scene between what's her
I
name,
shoot fucking
Jack
brains.
Nicholson.
Yeah.
Indeed, love of my life, didn't let me. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna bash your fucking brains in with that bat.
Going to hurt you. I'm gonna bash your fucking brains in. Any kind of villain role he does would have done good in, really.
Like, even you don't even have to take Jack out of The Shining, Jack Nicholson. You can just put Tim Curry in as the guy, the old caretaker, the ghost, Grady.
Oh yeah,
That
Grady.
to have those two legends acting side by side.
And they
That
kind
would
of
have
fuse
been
into
great.
one. But in 7, Kevin Spacey's role, but
Oh,
Tim Curry instead.
that'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
It would help fix Seven's reputation for sure. Replacing Kevin Spacey in any role is a good thing. At this
Cast him as Quinn in Jaws.
Oh, shit.
No, that, there I have
Just
to
for
draw.
shits and giggles.
I mean, Quint's very iconic, though. I love Quint.
Yeah.
You ever seen a shark's
I-
eyes? Black as a doll's eyes.
I'll get y'all shark.
That would be an interesting take, but Robert Shaw just owns
Okay,
Quinn.
Tim Curry as Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. I think that could have worked.
That would be good.
Yeah.
It could have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think.
Or if you put him as Tommy Wiseau's character in the room, it might have actually ended up being good.
Okay, could you just imagine as Marcellus Wallace in
Oh
Pulp Fiction?
no,
Oh, yeah.
that's pride fucking with you. You gotta fight through that shit. That'd have been good.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Ving Rhames is a great actor, but you put Tim Curry in any of them roles, and it's gonna be fucking like, wait, what? What? Rewind?
Hmm.
It would be weird for sure. It'd be very odd to see Tim Curry playing Marcellus Wallace.
And please give him a role like Jules from Pulp Fiction. I would love to see, even though Sam Jackson made that role iconic. Can you just imagine Tim Curry going, "English motherfucker, do you speak it?"
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
The thing is, dude, Tim Curry could have easily played Christopher Walken's character with the watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That would have been good.
Oh God. That would have been fucking great. Tim Curry has sloth in the goop.
Oh Jesus! That would have
I
been.
know he's saying he's half fucking around with us with that one, but that would be fucking hysterical.
That would be good.
That would be fucking great.
Right.
Tim Curry's got an upcoming role.
Sloth. What is that?
He's voicing a character in some movie called Dagon the Troll Chronicles. Like the
Dagon,
dude
like
had a stroke, and he's still going.
Dagon, like the H.P. Lovecraft?
No, it looks like a kid's cartoon or something.
Oh.
But the dude's still going. He's still voicing roles after his stroke, man.
That in itself is amazing that he's all acting. What about Tim Curry and Tyler in Fight Club? I want you to punch me as hard as you can in the face.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
Tim Curry as Tony Montana.
Oh my god.
Tan
wanna
him
play
up and
rough?
stuff like they did. Yeah.
That would be fun as hell.
Yeah, man.
Say hello to my little friend. Mm-hmm. I need to see definitely whatchamacallit though. Clue. Yeah, I need to watch Clue.
Clue's dope. Clue's the shit.
Sheriff of Nottingham?
Oh yeah, man. He would have owned that shit. What? He wasn't in Men in Tights, right? Was he in Men in Tights?
No.
He would have owned that shit, though. I mean,
Oh, it's the fucking Reverend and Poltergeist? He would have been awesome.
Oh, that would have been fucking good.
you're talking about the first Poltergeist, right?
No, Collector Man's talking about number 2.
Oh shit. Yeah, he would have been dope then. Oh yeah, the guy that had cancer. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. No, Tim Curry would have owned that shit for sure. I mean, yeah, man. It's like the dude is one of the most talented in the business. And people might be like, "Oh, he's like cheesy or whatever," but it's like, nah, man. Like he had serious acting chops. He had his cheesy characters, but you know, he gave great performances. And he fucking, when you see Tim Curry in a movie, you usually remember him, no matter the amount of screen time.
Yeah, that's agree.
It's because he's so great. Oh, it's Dr. Loomis? Now that would be insane.
That would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
I know Christopher Lee was supposed to play Loomis at one point before Donald Pleasance stepped in.
Especially when he delivers like, I shot him 6 times.
I shot him in the head.
We time warped 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
Reverend, but I do like the idea of him playing Reverend Kane in Portugal. That would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
So summon any villain. At this point,
Yeah.
we can assume that any villain he would do good.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean he can't be a good person.
Young Tim Curry is Doctor Strange. That would be, I don't know, because don't get me wrong, I love
When
Tim
he's
Curry,
being
but
extremely nice, you wouldn't trust him.
when it comes to Marvel stuff, I think I would rather have young Tim Curry play Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so grandiose.
Mm. Yeah.
You know, if Robert Downey Jr. was not the face of Iron Man, and I had a young Tim Curry to play that role, that would be my guy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his roles right now. He has a shitload of stuff like that I haven't even heard of before. A lot of voice roles, but it's like holy shit. Like there's a lot of shit here.
Or he would have done good Dr. Evil in Austin Powers.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I wouldn't. You know, if I had a young Tim Curry and he walked in and said he wanted to do Doctor Strange, yeah, he's hired. That Iron Man, I just see him as an Iron Man type than I do Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's fair. I think we could pull off both, like, especially if we like with Doctor Strange, especially if they just like it was like a early comic book movie where comic book movies were still cheesy and they still let them have fun with it. I think Tim Curry would
Yeah,
have owned Doctor Strange.
no, I have to agree. Tim Curry would have been great as a young Doctor Strange.
There's got to be more. There's got to be some.
He was in Congo that I forgot about.
Oh shit!
I didn't know that one. Congo.
Congo was a great movie.
I didn't even know there was a third Addams Family movie.
I have not seen that.
The third Addams Family movie is pretty bad, to be honest.
That's probably why I haven't seen it then.
Curry does his best, but it's just that script was shit. Like, that wasn't Tim Curry's fault. That was just a really badly written movie. They're like, oh, let's make the Addams Family turn normal. Like, we're gonna see what happens, like, if some magic, I forgot what it was, but something turns them normal, and I'm like, nah, man. No, nobody wants to see that. Like, you get Tim Curry in the role of Gomez, and then you turn him normal so he can't be wacky and shit. Like, what kind of fail is that?
Yeah, exactly.
That could have been awesome, and then you fucked it up. You fucked it up, man. But
We fucked what up?
the third Addams Family movie, man.
Oh yeah, even my wife said it's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, he's done a lot of voice work.
Yeah, he did a lot. He's done a lot of TV and voice work.
Mm-hmm.
From what I'm reading.
Oh, dude, we forgot Scary Movie 2, man. He owns Scary Movie 2.
Yeah, he was the professor in Scary Movie 2.
Yeah.
And again, he owned that shit because it's Tim Curry.
It's Tim Curry, man. Oh, yeah, Collector Man. I'm not down talking Tim. I think they wasted Tim. Like, I think Tim could have been great. It's just the script was like really shit.
Oh,
And
okay. I finally got a list pulled up now. He was in The Hunt for Red October. I didn't know that.
what the
Yeah, I didn't
fuck?
either.
I'm on the on his IMDb page, and
Yeah, I was too. I didn't see that though. Holy shit. That's like the randomest movie to see him in.
he was in Star Wars: The Clone Wars TV series, a bunch of those.
Oh yeah, he did the voice for
Star
the
Sidious.
Emperor. Yeah.
Justice TV series. He was in the Transformer Rescue Bots TV series. Phineas and Ferb TV series.
What?
The Voyages of Young Dr. Dolittle TV movie. Jesus, he's in a lot of shit.
Yeah. He's in fucking just about every fucking thing.
Bailey's Billions.
Fucking Bailey's Billions.
He was in Hey Arnold. He was in The Wild Thornberrys. He was in Monk. He's in The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron. Rugrats. Damn, he did pretty much every cartoon you can think of in the 90s and shit.
Yeah, Freakazoid. Dude.
He was in Gargoyles, The Last Chronicles as well. And on Severius.
He was in The Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
One of those. Charlie's Angels.
He's also
Damn,
in National
Batman.
Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1.
Batman Beyond. That's a good
Oh
one.
shit. You finally got a Batman movie. Because he was gonna be in the animated series. Like, but his laugh is in it though. They say when they have that robot clown that's Tim Curry's doing the Joker laugh, and that's the only thing of him that moves.
The Batman Beyond TV series. I didn't know it was a movie.
Oh no, I meant the TV series. My bad.
I didn't realize that. He's in Roseanne.
Jesus, I gotta rewatch Roseanne.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
He's
He
in
was
The
in
Three
Annie.
Musketeers.
Annie from 1982. He was Rooster.
He was also the Cardinal in The Three Musketeers with Sutherland.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Colonel
Yep.
Richelieu.
Bunch of stuff. Most of this I didn't even know.
I mean, he's
Very neat.
so
He's done a
expensive.
shitload of TV stuff though.
Yeah, he has.
Like a whole
Like, he
plethora
was
of TV stuff.
I agree he was underused movie wise, but you know, he worked really well behind the scenes, like in these TV shows and stuff. Like, you know, like you said, he played almost every kid TV show from the 90s. Man, he was in almost every one of them. It's like
Yeah.
that's impressive.
And he was the voice of Hexus in Ferngully.
Yep. Yes. I remember that one. That was dope. When he sings that Toxic song, it's like, oh
Yep.
shit.
Eh. No, Dwight. Say when we pull the plug. No, I say when we pull the plug. What's that from?
Trying to think. It's definitely that's Tim Curry.
His secretary, and his father was a Methodist Royal Navy chaplain. Anybody got anything else?
Oh, that was Scary Movie 2. Yeah, with the guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah, that's it took me a while to fucking.
Yeah, man. So prolific.
I can't think of any other Tim Curry stuff, really. I mean, he's fucking amazing.
Yeah, he is.
That's like the final word in the book. He's a fucking amazing. And if you haven't watched any of his movies, go check them out.
Exactly. Like, just watch his movies and give yourself over to absolute pleasure, man.
Jim did his last on-screen role was the awful Rocky Horror remake thing. I haven't seen.
What the fuck is the Rocky Horror remake? I've never seen this.
Okay, so Fox did. They were gonna do a live production of Rocky Horror, but they ended up filming it and putting it on TV. It wasn't even live filmed. It was pre-recorded. And there's a couple cool moments. Like, I love the chick that played Columbia. I thought she was cool and shit. And there were a couple good jokes, but really, it was just horrible. But Tim Curry was there in a wheelchair.
Were the songs the same, or was it new stuff?
The songs were the same, but they got fucking Adam Lambert to replace Meatloaf, which was okay,
what?
but yeah.
Yikes.
You should watch The Worst Witch, Leroy. It's fucking amazing. I was really surprised at how good it was.
I saw Worst Witch for the first time last Halloween, and that's the shit. Like, I'm glad I watched that because it was so fun.
Cool.
I didn't care for the Laverne Cox version of Dr. Frankenfurter.
Well,
nothing against Laverne personally.
No, she just, the thing is they confused the term transvestite with transgender. They're two different things.
Yeah.
They're two.
That and she just, I don't know. Her Dr. Frankenfurter was just not all that interesting.
Frankenfurter's supposed to be a guy, though.
Well,
It was a girl in the remake.
yeah, but the thing was, if she just wore a suit, I would have been fine. Because a transvestite, someone of another gender that wears another gender's clothing. Mostly, it's for a guy wearing girls' clothing. That's why they called Tim Curry or Frank in the original. And it's a really
Yeah.
outdated term, but
Yeah.
yeah, if she just wore a suit, I would have been fine. Or if they just changed the lyrics to "I'm a sweet transgender from transvestite Transylvania," that could have worked out like dope, man. It's like
So
they,
should
they
I even take the time to watch this thing or not?
No,
not it's
no.
Don't even
you
bother.
could probably pick out the best parts on YouTube. You could probably find like a couple of the just only good clips on YouTube, and that's it.
Yeah. That's what I'll do then.
There's, the only thing is like Columbia was dope. I really liked the new Columbia, and Tim Curry was there, and he did his best. It's about it. Adam Lambert was
Adam
I'm not
Lambert
the biggest
is.
Adam Lambert fan.
Yeah, I'm not a big Adam Lambert fan either. What made Rocky Horror Picture Show so great was each one of the songs was iconic and original, and sung by those characters. You can't just replace all those characters and let one guy sing all the music for a
exactly.
whole entire movie.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I rather see it be like a small production company or something that actually did it fucking live. Now that would be okay, but something was like a big, huge, it was Fox and they pre-recorded it and they got all these famous actors. It was like,
Yeah.
nah. Yeah, don't bother. What like it's not. It's
I won't
not.
bother with it.
I mean, they fucked up the time warp, man. How do you fuck up the
Wait a
time
minute.
warp?
What did they do?
The music was weird, like the dance. They didn't do the dance right. People were like doing flips and shit. I think in the background.
Yeah, they go out of the way to fuck up just like everything that's classic about the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
They took touch me and made it like really silly and had him like doing like putting the girl up and down like a weight. Like it was. I'm like, come on, you gotta at least get a little sexual. It's touch me. Come on.
Yeah,
This sounds like it would piss me off.
it would.
It was. I'm
Because
fucking
it pissed
over
me
it.
off.
Yeah, dude, I was pissed off like when I first saw it. Now I'm just like, fuck it. It's not worth my time.
Yeah, Collect Man, I probably won't. I'll just check out Columbia on YouTube since Trent says that's the best part.
I would. You have a much more pleasant time.
See, I like the spin on the character. I do like the spin on the new Columbia. It's really fun. Like they made her into like a rocker chick, but it worked because she was still the same character, but it was just a new spin on it. And I'm like, okay, you could have done that with all the characters, but either you get like the rest of the characters are a pale imitation of what came before, or they just kind of like they're just kind of there and they're just kind of they're not even trying.
Mm. Tim Curry as Forrest Gump.
That would be interesting. But I think I would rather see Tim Curry in the role of the guy from Castaway.
But
Since we're bringing up Tom Hanks movies. Wilson! Come back, Wilson! That would be Tim Curry doing that would be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's not okay. Since we're talking about it, what roles do you guys not want to see Tim Curry in? Like, just absolutely no fucking way.
Don't ever put him in a Predator movie
Yeah,
as the good guy.
yeah. No, that doesn't work.
Get to the chopper. If it
Thank you,
bleeds,
Collector
we
Man,
can
for
feel
sharing the
it.
screen.
Thanks, Ben.
Well, you're quite
So
welcome.
one of the movies I would not ever want to see Tim Curry in is a camp counselor for Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Since I have Collector Man in the chat, what would you think about Tim Curry playing Beetlejuice, Collector Man?
Ooh. That would be very interesting.
I think he would make an awesome Beetlejuice. That's just a role he could get lost into.
Yeah, he would make a good Beetlejuice. I think.
I think so.
Or dude, don't make him Beetlejuice, but make him the fat dude that was like also that fat guy, like have up against Beetlejuice. I think that would.
Also,
Yeah,
or
also, man.
also, whatever. Yeah. You know, also put Tim Curry as Captain Hook in Hook, the one with Robin Williams.
You could
Look, Peter Pan.
yeah. Trying to think, like, I don't know, like, I would never want to see Tim Curry, like, like playing
I have to. I wouldn't want Tim Curry to play the president either.
Yeah, like unless if it's like a comedy movie, like don't put him as like he's gonna play Abraham Lincoln in the Lincoln biopic at the time. Even the dog's like, fuck that shit. The dog. But yeah, like, nothing like you can't have him as like a John Rambo or a John McClane. You know, Tim Curry's more of a.
No, but you could definitely have Tim Curry as Hans.
Oh, dude, Tim Curry, I think would have done a pretty good Hans.
He would have been a great Hans. Who said we were terrorists?
Tim Curry would be. Don't get me wrong, Alan Rickman made that role iconic, but Tim Curry would fucking make it outstanding.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I mean,
I wanted to do this silly. Last year, Mr. Takagi decided not to, so he won't be joining us for the rest of his life.
Or Gary Oldman's character in Leon the Professional.
That would be interesting.
He's a bad guy. But he's
Can you
not
just
like
imagine
buff and
Tim
rough.
Curry playing? Since it is, here's one, and it is my favorite movie. Can you just imagine Tim Curry playing Top Dollar in The Crow?
oh shit.
That would be nuts.
It's fucking Tim Curry in that role would, because Dollar is, he's not overbearingly scary, but that last scene between him and Brendan Lee, where they're confronting each other on the top of the church. And Top Dollar gives Brandon Lee that speech about, sorry about your writing plans there, friend. But nothing happens in this. Nothing happens in this town without my say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking great.
Tim Curry could play the tall man if they filmed it right at the right angle.
I think Tim Curry would be better suited for the role of Reggie than the tall man.
You think?
Don't get me wrong, I love Tim Curry, but Angus Grimm made that role really iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let Tim Curry have the Reggie role where he gets to crack jokes and
Yeah.
be badass when it's needed to be, and then you pair up with that works.
Tim Curry would have been good in any of the mental patients in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I mean, you take your pick and put him as one of them.
Again, just give him Jack's role and let him fucking go.
Yeah.
They're interchangeable.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Jack's still epic, but yeah, like I get, I get what you're saying though.
I'm not saying I couldn't see it, Collector Man. I'm just, you know, Angus Grimm. I love his performance as the Tall Man.
Quinn from
Again, I'm not
Jaws
saying that
just
you
can't be
couldn't do
done.
it because Tim is great in anything you put him in, but I think the Reggie role would have been better suited for Tim
Yeah.
because Tim has shown that he has a good sense of humor. His, just a few lines of dialogue where he gets to crack jokes on somebody and troll them, and let him improvise the rest. And I would eat that up in a Phantasm movie all day long.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Tim Curry in his prime when he was younger, of course. In his prime, like maybe like 30s or 40s, playing the bad guy from Anna and the Apocalypse, the teacher.
That would be
I mean,
fucking great.
hell yeah, man.
Nice.
Anthro would like that.
Dude, he would kill that shit. Like that dude's
Yeah, he
already
would.
so. Yeah.
There's a good. How about Tim Curry as Norman Bates?
Oh, dude, he could do it. I mean, hell, they should have put him in the remake instead of Vince Vaughn. It still probably wouldn't have been too good, but at least like
Vince Vaughn. I'm
What?
sorry, Vince Vaughn doesn't scare me.
Vince, he's got creepy moments.
I look-
It's just he didn't work.
I gotta get out of the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Tim Curry would have. Yeah.
Tim Curry would have savage.
I forgot his name.
I got to agree with him.
Oh, dude, yeah, I think he would have brought a lot more maliciousness to the role for sure.
Well, like I said, Vince Vaughn doesn't scare me. I look at Vince Vaughn and I just like, if I punched him in the face once, he'd go down.
Probably.
I look at Tim Curry and I go, if I punch Tim Curry in the face, chances are he's gonna fuck me up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, not now, but in his prime, you look at Tim Curry and he gives you that devilish smile with that gleam in his eye, like, I dare you to punch me. You ain't gonna punch that man.
I mean, yeah, it is. I could see him playing Norman Bates, like, and he could do a good job. I don't think he'll ever be as good as the original, but I think he would still like be a good addition. Like, he'd be a good version.
Collector, man, I'm gonna agree with that. I don't know if I would let him play Dracula per se, because to me there are really very few good vampires, But maybe let him take over the role of Jesse from Near Dark.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking Fright Night, but yeah, Near Dark. I think Near Dark makes more sense.
I can't pass on Chris Sarandon. It's Jerry Dandridge.
Yeah, he's not like Tim Curry's a nice looking man, but he's not like the type they need for that.
He's not suave and debonair and sophisticated like Chris Sarandon was in that movie. You could put him in Colin Farrell's place if you're going to do talking about the remake, because I hated that fucking movie. Colin Farrell was the worst part of that movie.
Fucking the remake, man. I don't. And poor David Tennant was in that movie, and it's like, no, David Tennant, what are you doing?
David Tennant was the best part of that movie.
I know he was trying so hard. You can't remake Fright Night, man. It's Fright Night.
Well, you could remake Fright Night if you did it the right way.
I mean, well, yeah, you got a point. Like,
You know, more, you know, what made the original Fright Night so good was the cheesy. Well, no, yeah, he could have played Dracula in Dracula Dead and Loving It. I agree. You have a point there, Collector Man.
yeah.
But
I mean, Leslie Nielsen's great, but Tim Curry definitely could have taken that shit.
yeah, what made Fright Night so great was the blending of the cheesy, you know, like once bitten aspects, and then you blended it with all your vampire lore, and that's what I liked about Fright Night is it just everything worked in it. It's one of those movies that you could throw on and never, just okay, I'm gonna do something, but I'm gonna have this on in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Dracula.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that if he had been born in that century, even though Cheney Jr. is my man, Tim Curry is very talented, would have worked.
Mm-hmm.
For what character?
The Wolfman.
He could do it. I mean, yeah, I think Tim Curry can be sympathetic at times. Like, he's played good guys as well. So, yeah, I think he could have done a great job with that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I could see that. Wolfman. I mean, even the Invisible Man, he could have pulled off.
The Invisible Man with Tim Curry would have been fantastic.
Yeah, I love Claude Rains, and
I do too. Claude Rains is great, but Tim Curry
I
as the
mean,
Invisible Man,
Mm.
especially when the Invisible Man starts losing his mind.
when he's taking off the bandages and he's like laughing at them and shit. Like, imagine that be Tim Curry's laugh. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Fucking fantastic.
yeah, man. One role I can't see him in though is I don't think he could do Chucky. I don't think it'd be right to be honest.
That would be an interesting take. Tim Curry as Hannibal Lecter.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That That was a character I didn't even think of. Fucking Hannibal Lecter, played by Tim Curry.
Mm.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
What do you think, Sadie Clarice?
What?
That actually is kind of creepy when you think about Tim Curry playing Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm. Oh yes. Let's see. I don't think he could have done that though. I think it would have been weird.
Well, to me,
Lecter's too quiet. Like Lecter's too quiet for him. You know what I mean?
to
Tim Curry's
me,
too.
to me, Anthony Hopkins
Here are some synonyms
is
for
always
pardon, cheer.
is always going to be my Hannibal Lecter. You know, I didn't. I'm not gonna say I hated Mads Mikkelsen as Hannibal Lecter. I just didn't, you know, just. I'm sorry, Anthony Hopkins is my Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about I haven't seen it, but what about Brian Cox in Manhunter? I
Oh,
hear
he's good. I like Brian Cox.
Brian Cox as Hannibal Lecter would
It was a different Hannibal.
yeah. There's two different Hannibals. There's Sir Anthony Hopkins, and then there's Mads Mikkelsen, who did Hannibal the TV series.
Yeah. There's three. We're not counting Hannibal Rising, where that little kid played him, because
Hannibal Rising.
yeah,
I've never even
Hannibal
seen
Rising,
it.
where he
Is
kills
that
the
any good?
he kills Nazis as a teenager. It's a thing.
Mm. Wow. Ooh, oh.
Yeah, man. He's just so flexible, like he can do like a lot of shit. You know, and just all those fucking like makeup effects, like what he did for it and Legend, to be covered in like that much makeup and look almost unrecognizable.
Yeah,
It's like, and still like act his ass off. Like it's great.
I mean, to me, out of all the roles that I've seen Tim Curry in, I have to say that Darkness from Legend is his truly most menacing character.
Yeah, for sure. I could agree with that, man, because he's not funny at all. He's just terrifying.
No, he's just like, I'm going to eat your soul, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it.
Yeah, man. And he's just toying with her like the whole movie. Like, just fucking with her. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
I agree. That's probably his most menacing. For sure. Okay. Um, I'm gonna look at what he did.
Are we still talking about Tim Curry, or are we just talking about anything?
I think we talked Tim Curry to death. So if you guys want to move on to something else,
Yeah.
Yeah, we covered Tim Curry pretty well. I mean,
yeah,
he has
I think
so much.
Well, I had this. Do y'all prefer Castaway with Tom Hanks, or do you prefer Forrest Gump?
honestly, I prefer Castaway with Tom Hanks.
Castaway. I mean, I
Castaway.
haven't seen Forrest Gump.
You haven't seen Forrest Gump?
Yeah, I haven't seen Forrest Gump.
I like Forrest Gump, but it's just a rotten bitch to Forrest in that movie.
Hmm.
Forrest for you, collector man.
Yeah, I'll watch Forrest Gump eventually. But I don't know. I've always liked Castaway.
Forrest Gump is a great. I'm not. I don't like it. It's the opposite. I love Forrest Gump,
Yeah, yeah. No, I
but
know
I
that.
just don't. I don't like the Jenny character in that movie.
Oh yeah, I hear she's like a bitch.
She is like a fucking complete bitch to Forrest Gump in that movie.
Yeah, I know she's supposed to be like the main love interest and shit, but it's like from the stuff I hear, she sounds really fucked up.
Yes. Jenny.
Yeah, she's one of those characters you love to hate.
She tasted like cigarettes.
Yeah, pretty much. Sally Field
Sally
is great.
Great.
That was absolutely brilliant casting on for that movie when they got Sally Field to play Forrest's mom.
Oh, shit. I'll check it out eventually.
And again, like I said, I'm not saying I don't like Forrest Gump. I just the opposite. I totally love Forrest. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
But if they took me out of that movie and just made it Forrest, I would have loved it a lot more.
Mhm.
I like Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan cracks me up.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan is just without out.
Dan.
And there's so many quotable scenes from that movie as well. Especially when Forrest goes to see Kennedy. And where'd you get shot, son? In the butt talk.
I'd like to see that.
Mm,
Of course, drops his pants right there.
And he's like, oh. That's a good one. Oh, yeah.
I must have had me like 15 different Dr. Peppers.
mhm.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Pepper.
So I gotta be.
Mhm. Like, it's not the movie itself. It's just back when I was like now. I'm gonna give it a second chance, and I am gonna watch it. But back when I was younger and shit, people would used to get mad at me for not seeing the movie. So I decided to like hold a grudge against the movie and not see it. Now I'm open to see it. It's like so
Go
that's
watch
one
it.
of the main reasons.
You'll
I
probably
will.
end up watching it. It's a good movie.
I mean, the fans
It's
are
got
brutal though.
some-
The fans of Forrest Gump are terrifying, man. They're terrifying.
Run, Forrest, run.
Trust me, I've seen worse fans for some fans.
Oh yeah, dude. I bet there is worse.
Halloween fans can be fucking brutal.
Oh yeah, man. Back in the early 2000s and shit, you say you like Halloween 3, that used to be a death sentence. Like they'll be like, "Go kill yourself." You like
That
Halloween
was my
3?
favorite part, Collector, man. All the different historic videos that they worked him into.
Yeah,
Made
that
it
was
look real.
that was great. I'm not.
And how he ended up creating anything you can think of, even to like the smiley face T-shirt, from just like wiping the mud off his face, and the shit happens and whatnot.
Mhm.
And the Elvis Presley dance, like he ends up creating like almost everything,
Yeah,
and he doesn't even realize it.
but you tell Halloween fans Halloween isn't your favorite movie. The act like you stabbed them in the heart. It's like what?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, okay, I like the movie. It's just not my favorite slasher of all time.
Exactly. Like I love Halloween. It's in my top 5, but it's like at the end of the day, if it's not someone's favorite, it's fine. You know, it's like there's a lot of really good slashers out there, like Nightmare 3 and Friday 13th. You know, any of the Child plays. You can keep going, even like Black Christmas. Like there's so
Halloween.
many great.
Good.
When I did my top 10, Halloween made number 6. I think we're
Mhm.
in it.
Halloween is classic, but there's like a lot.
That's not me shitting on Halloween. I
I know.
you know, the, oh, you
You're a
know, okay.
collector, man.
I'm a huge John Carpenter fan.
Mm-hmm.
Also
You know,
have a Twitter.
I just don't. I've seen other Carpenter movies that I think are better than Halloween.
Oh, for sure. They Live, man.
They Live is classic.
They Live is classic. I like Halloween more, but They Live is a better movie. To be honest, I might like Halloween more, but They Live is better because They Live is such an important movie. Such an
And They
important.
Live actually points out a lot of stuff that you see going on a lot in the world today.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween again. I don't like the trope that said counselor, babysitter, whatever runs 1,500 miles to get away from said killer. Killer walks at slow pace and manages to catch the babysitter.
Yeah, fair enough. Like I get that. It is a little silly. It is silly.
And that's the reason why I ranked Friday the 13th a little bit higher than Halloween is because in Halloween in Friday the 13th, not any of the sequels, but in the original Friday the 13th, Pamela Voorhees is fantastic as the killer.
Yes, she is.
Oh yeah.
And I love the Thing Collector, man. It's in my top 3 Carpenter movie of all time. My number 1 is in the
Definitely.
Yeah, Mouth of Madness. Yeah.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah. Assault on Precinct 13 always gets forgotten, but that's another one. It's not horror, but it's like really.
It's another great movie, though.
I like that one. I even like the remake of that one. I like them both.
You can sit there and run down the catalog of Carpenter movies, and it would be hard pressed to find one you didn't like.
I mean, I don't like Christine, but not because I think it's a bad movie. It's just I just don't really get into it. I don't like the premise. But it's not bad. Like I could watch it. I'm just not really a fan of it. Like it's not like if someone put a gun to my head and said watch it, I'd be like, fine, I can watch it.
I like Christine. It's one of the better King adaptations.
Mm-hmm.
But I see what you're saying. Possessed car. Okay.
Well, the thing is, I like the car better because the thing about Christine is I don't like the romance between the dude and his car. I find that a little silly. With the car, it's just a demonic car from hell killing people. I like that simple premise. With Christine, I think it got a little complicated for me.
Well, here's the thing that I agree with what you're saying to the most part, but you really when you sit there and you watch Christine, if you pay close attention to it, you really start to see Christine's influence over Arnie. It's not the other way around. Christine really taking over Arnie as a person.
I'll rewatch it. Like I'll definitely give it another chance.
Just rewatch it and look at it from what I'm telling you, and when you sit there and you really pay close attention to Christine, and you start to see how Christine starts to. It's not Arnie falling in love with Christine. Christine is actually influencing Arnie into doing, it's almost like the Venom.
She fell in love with him.
Yeah, she did. The car actually fell in love. But it's almost a symbiotic relationship.
I'll rewatch it. There's a couple movies I gotta rewatch. I'll rewatch it and give it a second chance.
And
like I said, it's not like one that I find terrible. It's just one I never really got into.
yeah, and everybody has those movies.
Yeah.
And Collector Man, I love the theme music for Christine as well. It's fantastic.
The very beginning of the movie with Bad to the Bone. Fucking opening was badass.
It's an 80s movie that's set in the 50s. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
There's, again, it's, like I said, it's one of the better Stephen King adaptations that I've seen.
Oh yeah.
I know. Everybody says Kubrick's The Shining is the best. They don't stop to realize Stephen King hates that movie.
Because the thing is, I love The Shining, but it's not like the book. Like, and I haven't read I've seen the miniseries. It's not. It was okay. I mean, it could have been better, but it's like that one's my. And I get why Kubrick did what he did now, because it's going to be hard to like remake Shining into a movie and capture it well,
Yeah.
Because his book, I guess it's very psychological, It's a very psychological book. Yeah.
But since we're on the topic, what are some of your guys' favorite Stephen King movies?
Well, Pet Sematary is my favorite horror film of all time, so I always gotta go to the Pet Sematary.
That's a great movie.
I didn't know that. That is a good.
I like the original. I didn't care for the sequel, and then I fully loathed the remake.
The remake, and I just wish the remake was a train wreck, but the remake had potential. That's the worst part. It had potential, and then it wasted it.
Silver Bullet is a classic Collector Man. It's one of my all-time faves as well. So, you're right. Pet Sematary had a ton of potential because they were introducing things that were actually from the book.
Yeah, man. I just wish it was a train wreck because I watch it. I'm like, oh, there's some good moments here, but then they just get all over it. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Because in Pet Sematary, the book, they do discuss the window quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to hate that movie, but I couldn't. And it's like, oh, come on. Why couldn't you just either been train wreck or good? You had to be in the middle. That makes it worse. That makes it worse.
Yeah. I like Pet Sematary, the 1989 version, because I believe that Lewis, he is so grief stricken.
Mm-hmm.
When you see him cradling Gage after it's that is what I want in my leading character. I just didn't get that in the guy who was playing Lewis in the remake.
Yeah. Like I used to when I was a kid, I used to hate Lewis from '89. But then as I watch it, I kind of relate to him. He's such a good character because he's trying his best. He's just trying his best to hold on to the ones he loves, but he's just dealing with forces that are out of his control. And it's like, and he can it. when he's in there and Pascal tells him, "Don't do it, man," and he's like, "Nah, I did it. It was too late last time. We'll get it while it's fresh." Like it's just so sad because he's in total denial, and it's like,
And I love the friendly character of Judd. He was so good in that movie.
Judd, yeah, Judd, man. That to me personally, that's Pet Cemetery is the perfect horror film because you have all the characters are memorable in one way or another. You have so many horror elements from Baby Gage to Cat, Zelda to Death itself. Death itself is a character in the fucking movie, and just it's emotional, it's terrifying, it's funny, it's just really well done. My bad. I just get emotional about that movie.
No, Zelda was a great fucking character. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And since Collectorman brought it up, Corey's, first actual standout role away from being with Corey Culkin.
Yeah.
Not a perfect movie by any, but you have Gary Busey who is just, Busey and fucking in anything is fucking hysterical.
Mm-hmm. I also love how there's like this storyline between the brother and sister like connecting and shit. Like they're mending their relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. Those two work well on together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's a really good movie.
My one and only nitpick drawback, whatever you want to call it, was the design of the werewolf itself.
I mean, yeah, it looked like a teddy bear, but I still had fun with it. But yeah, I wish it didn't look like a teddy bear.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. You had Everett McGill, who is a huge fucking guy to begin with. He's like 6'3", 6'4" range. So I can understand it's hard building a werewolf that's that big. But Rick Baker's, from what I understand, they didn't want it to look like an actual werewolf. They wanted it to be like some sort of something hybrid. And it's like, okay, but in the book, it's a werewolf, not a werebear.
Not a werebear.
I don't. When I'm watching I don't want my werewolf to be cute and fluffy.
Yes.
I didn't seriously. When you see the werewolf in Silver Bullet, do you run for a fucking thing, or do you want to take home like a prize you won at carnival?
Exactly. It was definitely a weird choice for sure. I don't know. I think Stephen King wasn't trying, like, they wanted to be different from The Howling and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's like, well, you can't. The thing is, like, at least have it look.
Claiborne is fucking great, Collector Man.
Yeah,
Dolores Claiborne is a great.
That's probably one of his most realistic ones too.
Yeah,
which just made it even better.
So dramatic.
There was nothing supernatural about that movie, about that book. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to.
I like Dolores Claiborne. Yeah.
I love Dolores Claiborne, and since we're bringing up Kathy Bates roles, you gotta mention Misery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I love the characters in Misery because there are actually people like that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
can you have your writer types and the sheriff and his wife. Do you have any who's the super crazy stalker fan?
Mhm.
And Kathy Bates also played Dolores Claiborne, and so it's just like those two roles
Two
are fucking
completely different
iconic.
things going on.
No, you're right, Collector. Not many people do bring up Dolores Claiborne. It's underrated.
It's such a good
Also,
movie.
Jennifer
It's such
Jason
a
Lee and Dolores Claiborne's good too.
Yeah,
You even
People
have
just forget
John
about
C.
it.
Reilly as a cop, and it's like, he's like really good at it. Like he's not funny. Like he plays it straight.
yeah. I cannot tell. Everything that in both those movies, in Misery and in Dolores Claiborne, both are fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
my favorite King adaptation and movie is The Dark Half.
I
Like
haven't
the Dark
seen it
Half.
yet.
To Timothy Hutton.
Mm-hmm. Such a great movie, and Timothy Hutton shows just how fucking batshit crazy he can be as a bad guy.
And a good guy. Like
Yeah,
I said, you hadn't seen that one, Trench?
No, I haven't seen it. I'll have to check it out at some
Go
point.
check that one out.
you should, Trinchy. You is a fucking great movie.
Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Like that's on my list. That I gotta see. Thinner. Everybody likes Thinner. I gotta see that one.
Oh, the hobbling scene in you haven't seen Dark Half, Collector Man? That I find surprising. It's a fantastic movie.
No, Collector Man.
Collector Man and Trinchy both have homework.
Do your homework,
Yeah.
bud.
Mhm.
But the hobbling scene in Misery makes me cringe.
It hurts.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that it's not pleasant to see. It's like, oh fuck, oh
I've seen it a bunch of times, but it's still every time it's like it's the first time seeing it.
it's the bones breaking to screw me up.
Hmm. I mean, when his foot goes like that way that a foot should never go, it's like, oh my
Yeah.
god, how the fuck did they did that?
They got a jelly foot, and so when she slammed it, it just went.
Oh shit.
But
Mhm.
Collector Man, check out the Dark Half. I trust you. Trust me, you won't be disappointed in it. It's fucking great.
Have you guys seen Golden Years?
Yes.
Dude, that one's underrated as fuck. That's such a like good like science fiction kind of thriller on the run movie.
Little bizarre. I had a. I'm not gonna lie. I had a little trouble getting into it when I first started watching it.
I get it, man. It's weird, but I really like the villain in it. This like hitman who's like the best of the best, and then they're like getting help from the one chick like his apprentice. So she's like she knows his tricks, so she can stay one step ahead of him. Like I really like that aspect of it. But I get it. It's a weird ass premise, to be honest. It is very
Mhm.
very out there.
Yep.
Rose Red was a great miniseries. I'm not gonna lie, that was one I really enjoyed. I think for me, the two movies that nobody really talks about are Doctor Sleep and um, fuck. I just had it. I was just thinking about it too. But I love Doctor Sleep. It was fantastic. Just
I'm
you,
I'm gonna
you,
say
you never saw Doctor Sleep,
Lovely
Trinity?
Bones.
no. That's not what I was gonna say. I'm gonna say it. I like Doctor Sleep. At least the director's cut. I've only seen the director's cut. Better than The Shining. I like Doctor Sleep better than The Shining. Yeah,
To me, Doctor Sleep is better than The Shining.
no,
Skinwalkers.
no,
That's the one I'm thinking of. I love the Skinwalkers.
fuck yeah.
Or Sleepwalkers,
Were they?
excuse me. The Sleepwalkers.
Yeah,
Nobody talks about that movie ever.
the incestual fucking cat people that like can shapeshift and turn their cars invisible and all this crazy ass shit. It's a crazy movie, man. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's it's bizarre.
Yeah,
To say
my
the least.
favorite is that all the cats in that movie could have ended that right away, but they were just so that they're so cat-like. They go around and do nothing until randomly they'll just attack. Like that's such a cat thing.
Which one? Which movie?
Sleepwalkers.
The Sleepwalkers. They have a bunch of cats in the movie, and the monsters are like the cats could kill the monsters. But all the cats do is just chill out, and they don't give a fuck.
The cats just I love how just all the cats in town are just can flock to the house and just like, oh, we're whacking you, motherfucker. You ain't
Yeah.
getting away from us.
They're like, we run this thing. Yeah.
What is Rose Red? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Rose Red is like like an in between for the Shining and Doctor Sleep. It's a weird little mini series.
Either of y'all like Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks was good.
I love Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is cool, yeah.
I was watching Twin Peaks. The killer. Yeah. I thought you might, Collector Man.
Yeah, Twin Peaks is a great movie. A great series. Yeah, I liked all 3 seasons of
Well, it was a movie too. A TV movie, The Fire Walk with Me.
yeah.
That was like a prologue type thing. was one of the first weird TV shows like that, though. Up until then, it was all soap operas and straightforward things. And then Twin Peaks, and that shit's fucking crazy. I haven't seen season 3. I don't have the, what is it, Showtime? So I haven't been able to see it. Some people, and I've heard it's bad from some people, so I don't know. Do you like it? Oh, I didn't remember David Bowie was in it. Yeah. So it is good. We'll have to try and see it at some point.
When I think of David Bowie, I automatically think of The Hunger. Such a
I
great
think of the Man Who Fell to Earth. Or Labyrinth.
Labyrinth is the one most people associate Bowie with. But The Hunger is Susan Sarandon, David Bowie, and Catherine Deneuve. And they play this fucking lover, this love triangle vampire. Really good.
Yeah, but season 1 of Twin Peaks is my favorite. Season 2 was good, but season 1's just great.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out who
Those are
killed
all
Laura
great movies.
Palmer. Yeah. Once you figure out who killed Laura Palmer, it loses its momentum. There's so many different characters, though,
Yeah.
and they're all fucking
Labyrinth is
wacky and unique.
We just watched Labyrinth, what, a week ago, Art? With Wabi?
Less than that. Less than that.
Yeah, not even a week ago.
No. Yeah. It was Labyrinth and Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't beat the Labyrinth.
Oh, Labyrinth is fantastic.
If I had to choose Dark Crystal or Labyrinth, Labyrinth.
I would probably go Labyrinth as well, but I do appreciate Dark Crystal what it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What is that a picture of, Trench?
I prefer the movies over the series on Creepshow. I didn't like Creepshow 3. I like Creepshow 1 and 2. The stories in those were both really good. Creepshow, the series, for some reason, just didn't work for me.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, the studio execs and the network execs, and that's what I heard too. I mean, it was still good after you find out who the killer is, but when the mystery was still there, it was really, really good. You just wasn't sure what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of his stuff is good. Labyrinth is just my favorite. One of his type of stuff.
If I'm talking Jim Henson, I gotta start off with Fraggle Rock. Yeah, that's where Fraggle Rock, Muppet Show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, Fraggle Rock's the shit.
Fraggle Rock because it was just a little bit different than Muppets,
Yeah, the Fraggles, and then you had the giant people that were like trying to eat them and shit.
Yeah. And you had the one guy who's like, no, you can't eat the Fraggles, dude. But why?
Because.
Oh, and then you got the professor and the dog too, as well. Like, it's just
Yeah.
that show just worked so well. Yeah, Jim Henson did a lot of great stuff, man. I recently started watching Farscape, and that is dope. That shit's dope. And, Jim Henson did a good job on the puppets there, the Henson Company. Oh, hell yeah, Collector, man.
Farscape is. I had a hard time getting into Farscape. It's not one of my favorite shows. I'll admit it.
I get it. I can get why. I
I
can see
didn't
that.
really see enough of it to know one way or the other.
I'm really enjoying it, but at the same time, I can see why how someone couldn't get into it. You know.
Yeah. Well, I saw of it I liked, I guess.
Two shows that I never could get into. I never could get into Farscape, and I never did like Lost.
Lost.
I didn't like Lost either.
I like
Not even
Lost,
that I
but I
didn't like it. I just never got into it.
I liked it. I had to give up because it's like it gets too crazy, man.
It's like with The Walking Dead. It just kept going and going and getting too much too far.
I gave up on The Walking Dead too.
I'll revisit The Walking Dead, but it's just that I just fell behind and couldn't catch up.
I'll
And now there's
revisit
like
the first 4 seasons, maybe.
Dude, now there's The Walking Dead. There's Fear the Walking Dead. There's The Walking Dead, the new universe or whatever, the one with the teenagers. And now they're gonna make like 3 Rick movies. It's like
What
how
the fuck is they thinking? What are they thinking?
I'll watch it, but what the fuck? This is not the Marvel universe. Everybody needs
We
to
don't
chill.
need 3. First off, Rick isn't a superhero, all right? He wouldn't. We don't need 3 Rick movies. It's set in the Chronicles of Rick. Yeah.
Henson also did the effects for The Witches. Awesome movie. I didn't bother seeing the remake. The only reason why the remake is halfway entertaining is because you have Chris Rock's voice narrating half most of the movie. But you lose a lot because you don't have Angelica Houston playing the witch, or like the lead witch.
You got Anne Hathaway, who's not bad. I haven't seen the movie, but
Don't get me
she's
wrong,
not bad.
Anne Hathaway is not bad, but you lose Angelica Houston.
Yeah, Angelica Houston was made for that role. She was the queen of creepy, you know. Morticia, the leader of the witches. Like it's like, you know, she's one of the best up there for sure.
I haven't seen it.
Don't.
All right.
Just watch the 1990 version, Art. It's a much better film.
The 90s version, dope. I mean, I haven't seen the remake, but it's like, how are you gonna beat the 90s version? It was weird because at the same time you had the Craft Legacy coming out, and I'm like, why are you remaking or like doing all this weird shit with these really good witch movies from the 90s? Like, those two came out.
Witches got big in the 90s.
Yeah, and then they're like, let's remake all the 90s witch movies. I'm like, leave them alone.
Exactly.
Leave them alone.
To me, the remake of Witches was like Unaccompanied Minors with witches.
Oh shit!
Because you had the kid from Everybody Hates Chris in that movie as well.
Yeah, you did. Damn. You got me wanting to watch it, but it's no way it's gonna be as good as The Witches on Unaccompanied Minors.
Don't Don't
Nah.
you'll come back to me and go, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck is your
Like-
problem? What kind of demented are you?
Yeah, man. Like, the only one I'm willing to give a chance, even though I don't think it's gonna go well, is Craft Legacy, only because Ampro said it was okay. I don't think I'm gonna like it, but I'm gonna try. In the name of Ampro, I'm gonna try to like the Craft Legacy.
Listen, I name of Anther is going to help you. Maybe. You don't sound very convincing. Hopefully, I mean.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you got the Twitter message, Collector Man?
Who?
Good, good. I sent Collector Man a message on Twitter.
Okay.
To let him know that it was my account.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
So is there anything that you're looking forward to movie-wise or television-wise that's coming out soon?
Mortal Kombat comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat, that's gonna be dope.
Because tomorrow's my birthday. Y'all know that, right?
Oh,
No, I
shit.
didn't know that.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
I turned 30. So that's a pretty big one.
Oh, damn. Well, happy birthday in a couple
Happy
hours.
birthday.
Yes. Yep.
And I totally agree with everything you just said, Flex. And there are aspects of Craft Legacy that I did like, but those girls didn't. No, you had no reason. You would never believe that those girls would hang out at high school.
No. Not at all.
Yeah, like the 90s craft, it was such a bond. They felt like actual friends. So when the turn happened, you were like, oh shit, because you didn't want anybody. Like, yeah, Nancy was lost at that point, but like everybody else, you liked the Rachel True's character and Nev Campbell's character. You didn't want anybody else to get hurt, like, or Sarah. Like, it just really was a dilemma at that point.
What was it? You broke up.
Oh hell yeah, Fruit the Bulk, man. Fruit the Bulk, yeah, that's it.
Bruce the Bulk was great in the Craft. It would have been. I think if they would have given her more screen time in Craft Legacy, to set up. Oh, okay. So, while crazy Nancy was locked away, somehow she managed to get pregnant.
Yeah, like, well, if it was supposed to be Nancy's daughter, why didn't they just bring like Nev Campbell back or have someone come back as Bonnie and have them be raising the one girl. Because wouldn't you would think that one of the friends, like Rachel True or Bonnie, would have taken Nancy's child, and taken care of him. It, I mean, it would have tied it in a little better, from what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
Anything but better than what we got.
Mhm. What made the original Kraftwerk is Fruza Bulk's an actual Wiccan. She's like an actual witch. So they took her as an advisor. So like all the spells they do are like real Wiccan rituals, just exaggerated. Like that's what made the craft work so well. Is because they had actual like Wiccans involved in the fucking movie. They knew what the fuck they were doing.
You think so?
Well, yeah, Fruza Bulk is actually a Wiccan. She's a witch.
Mm.
She does Wicca, and she actually helped with the movie a lot.
Oh yeah, Ghostbusters. I'm waiting on that one too. Also, waiting on the new James Bond because it got pushed back or whatever the fuck they did to it.
The one movie that I'm kind of excited to see, and they just dropped the trailer for it today, is The Conjuring.
Oh yeah, I want to see Conjuring 3, man.
That
That's all
was
that.
fucking great.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Conjuring movies themselves.
Yeah.
Should be dope.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about the Finn Wolford guy being in Ghostbusters though. Seems like they put him in everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm a little off about. And then he also has a sister in the movie. Like, there's an actress playing his sister that
You
looks
don't need
exactly.
it to be a Stranger Things. You don't need another
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
It's creepy because I know they're supposed to be playing siblings, but the chick in it looks like almost exactly like Finn Wolfhard, and I'm like, that's creepy.
Well, they're supposed to be brother and sister, so maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe because I don't like Finn Wolfhard, I'd rather not have two of them in the movie.
Finn Wolford looks just like one of my, so it's always weird. Yep.
Exactly, Collector Man. When they're doing the Conjuring movies themselves, they're on point.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of The Nun or The Curse of La Llorona or any of the I will say I did like Annabelle Creation. I thought that was really, for an origin story, that was pretty good. But I mainly prefer just the Conjuring movies themselves.
Mhm. Yeah, I haven't seen most of the spin-offs. I've seen the first two Annabelles. First one was crap, but the second one was pretty fun. And then I've only seen the Conjuring movies, and that's about it. Like, I haven't seen any of the other spin-offs. I was like, fuck it.
Mhm. What's your beef with Finn, Trenchy?
I don't know. It's not that I hate him as a person. He's probably a good person. It's just there's too much of him. He's everywhere, and I don't like. I don't think he's anything special. You know, like he's okay in Stranger Things. He was funny in the It movie, but it's like I don't think he's like that special to be getting into like all these movies, especially since everyone is like '80s related. It's really weird. Like
Yeah,
he's in a
exactly.
bunch of like '80s movies, like
When
Ghostbusters.
they go
Going
to
back,
finally put him in a current time movie, it's going to be like, whoa, what the hell?
yeah,
They're going to
I
typecast
know
him in the
that.
80s.
Yeah, and I know that the remake's gonna take place in current time, but it's still based off an '80s product. The it's
Oh, you
like,
saw those clearly 80s influence all in that thing.
yeah. I don't know.
Annabelle 2.
I just don't think he's that special, to be honest. No offense, he's probably a good person, but I just think he's being pushed too hard. Honest.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
okay.
I don't. He's another one of those I can take it or leave it kind of,
Yeah. No, then that's not his fault. That's not his fault. His agent. That's his agent's fault. Not his. He's probably a good dude.
Hmm.
Yeah, Annabelle 2 was the shit. Creation was
Yeah.
actually kind of creepy.
Creation was my favorite out of the three movies.
Yeah.
Or four Annabelle movies, excuse me. Forgot about Annabelle Comes Home.
Oh yeah, Annabelle. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen any of those Annabelles or any of them.
The Conjuring is. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out on a limb right now and say it. PG-13 movies that have no gore, no anything whatsoever in them. They're probably the best PG-13 horror movies you can see.
Yeah. Conjuring. The Conjuring 1 and 2 are really good. They're very well made.
Annabelle, the first one, I would only watch it to get it to Annabelle 2.
Hmm.
That way, so you have the timeline right.
Mm-hmm. All you really need is Annabelle 2. Because Annabelle 2 shows how the doll kind of tells how the doll became evil, and then shows the events that lead to the other family getting in the first one. Like it shows like the event of the
Yeah,
You know,
it's
yeah.
a really
It's not a really.
Like Annabelle 1 is
Only
just kind of like there's nothing really important in that movie, to be honest.
I did like her on Bates Motel. Collector man. No, I agree there.
No, Vera Farmiga's the shit.
yeah. I did not like Bates Motel. I'm sorry, I couldn't stay at Bates Motel because
I didn't like Norman.
mostly because I grew up with Psycho, and I didn't think like they needed to retell that story from. Okay, so we all know just from the original Psycho, Norman's mom was fucking overbearing to the point where he killed his mom, and she, that caused his personality to split.
Yeah.
I just didn't like young Norman.
Like young Norman. I think Finn Wolford would have been better as Norman.
Nah, no.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You know,
I
Trish would have loved it.
I like the series. I just see it as an alternate reality type thing. I don't even relate it to the first movie. I'm like, this is its own thing. Because even the ending's different, man, how they ended the series. But I get it. Like, because what the show did was the mother was overbearing, but Norman was kind of overbearing on her as well. There was this weird, like, parasitic relationship between them. They were both like really really over to each other, you know. They were it was weird.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah. I get that. Like what they did was like really out there.
Mhm.
And did you see the ending? Because the ending's like really, it's like crazy.
Yeah, I saw the
I
ending,
don't
and
even
I
like.
wasn't a big fan of the whole thing. It just
Yeah, like
there
I
are
do like the ending. The ending's like, yeah,
Vera Farmiga is a very, very great actress. There's no denying that. I just did
oh for
not
sure.
care for. I just did not care for uh, Bates Motel. It just can't replace Anthony Hopkins as new Bates.
I get it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's its own thing altogether.
Hmm.
Yeah,
If you try to watch it as part of the one thing, it don't. It's not really good.
I watch it as its own thing because it's like, you know, don't because you kind of have to, or it'll fuck with the continuity. But it's a decent story on its own. Like it's an interesting take for sure. I mean, I actually liked Freddie Highmore's performance as Norman.
Mhm.
And Vera Farmiga, of course, owns, and there was a lot of other interesting stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Hadar.
I don't know how to pronounce the name, but hello, Hagar.
Hello, Clarice.
Greetings from the interweb.
Welcome to Earth, there, rock from the sun.
What was the fucking? Have any of y'all seen the Freddie Highmore guy?
Which one?
That TV show? I can't remember. He plays an autistic doctor.
The good doctor.
The Good Doctor?
No, I haven't seen it.
I haven't watched it, but that's all I can think of what he's been in lately.
Mhm.
Judgment Night, huh? Who's being judged and what are their sins?
I
What?
want to do just.
Like the movie? Is there a movie? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's a movie called Judgment Night with Emilio Estevez and Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh shit!
Is that what we're talking about?
I have no clue.
I have no idea what is happening. Emilio. So I can think of what
Oh,
movie it was right
John
now.
Steele's live.
Oh shit!
Maybe that. No, that ain't got nothing to do with that, though, I don't think.
No. Fucking Judgment Night. I'll have to check that out. I've never seen that one.
Debris? What debris?
Febreze.
I feel like this is like a puzzle, and we have to solve it. But I have no idea how. the rip.
Code.
Ah, okay.
Oh shit! I've never seen Debris.
No, I've never heard of any of those. Judgment Night's the only one I've heard of. I've never heard of Debris.
Yeah, I never heard of Debris. I gotta look that up. Debris.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. It's like it looks kind of. I don't know what it is. Oh, it looks a little sci-fi from what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's sci-fi. It looks like. It looks pretty cool.
I have no idea, Collector Man. I've never seen it. Apparently, it just came out last month.
Yeah, I'm looking at like pictures of it. It looks like some sort of sci-fi show, and there's like a dude and a chick. No, that's not the best description, but I'm only looking at pictures. Oh, someone's bleeding from their eyes. That's a good sign. Yeah, it looks cool. Love to check it out at some point. Thank you, Hagar. Abdullahi Hagar, or I'll just call you Hagar.
I'm just pronouncing it Hagar like Sam.
Yeah, collector, man. That, sci-fi is a really cool genre.
Oh yeah, a lot of sci-fi fans around here.
Mhm.
A lot of sci-fi horror fans.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's even better when you mix the two together. And you get Alien and Predator and other good shit like that.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
It's
Collecting movies. I stopped collecting. I stopped getting movies a long time ago.
I
Long
haven't.
time.
I mean, I have Netflix. I have it all, but there's just something about having an actual physical copy of what you're wanting to watch that pleases me.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I don't really collect, but I'll if I see a movie that I like at the store and I have the cash for it, I'll pick it up. Like I rather have it just in case like you can't pay for Netflix or something, or like your internet goes down. At least you have it and stuff. It's kind of like with a book, an ebook. Like you want the real book. You want to be able to touch it and get that book
Now,
smell.
still get 'em.
Yeah.
Lots of books. You don't need any electricity for a book.
No.
Exactly.
All all you need is a candle if it's dark out, and
If the
just
shit went down tomorrow and there was no electricity anymore, I could still read books.
Mm-hmm.
mhm. Yeah, exactly, collector man. I get it, Hagar. Though I do get it because like I get like your point of view on it as well. It's like all available right there. Like
you got a point there, collector. I mean, you don't get special bonus material on collector's editions on streaming.
Mm, that's true.
He's got a point. I love it. But it's funny as hell.
It's true though.
And you dang sure don't get 4K editions on streaming either.
Hmm.
It would cost them to pay for the rest of the movie. You gotta remember, Netflix has to pay all these shows. You know, all these streaming services like HBO, HBO Max, Disney Plus, and Paramount all have to pay for the copyrights to these movies.
Look, does Disney fuck though? Because they all know the shit. They own everything they put on their own stream. Like, I get like Netflix and shit because they don't own it, but Disney does. Like, Disney owns all their movies.
Yeah.
But
That's the one
That-
good
that
thing
gives-
about streaming, though, is you can find so much new shit so quickly. Otherwise, you would have to order a movie, wait for it to get in, watch it, and then be like if you like it or not. Now you can just
Well-
stream and be like, oh, I like that.
For me, when I order a movie, and it's either something that I'm going to enjoy repeatedly, or it's something from that I grew up with that I'll think about. Netflix, HBO, or Disney does not have or own.
yeah.
Streaming's good
I
for
can
test
guarantee
drives.
you right now,
Where you spend money on.
right now, I can go on eBay and order the complete Apocalypse trilogy from John Carpenter, and none of the streaming services I just named will have any one of those movies.
Probably not.
In
I
2050, I
agree.
don't care. I'll be dead.
Probably.
Oh, fuck that. They ain't chipping my ass. Fuck that shit. They better
Like I
not
said,
merge
I
me
won't be
with.
alive in 2050, so I won't give a fuck.
I see how this goes down. They're gonna try to Terminator us. That's not okay.
We will merge with the internet. When's that gonna happen?
I mean, they're working on it, man. They're working on robots and shit. They're fucking crazy, man. They never learn.
They didn't censor their older movies. They just took out a lot of the stuff that was getting them backlash.
Yeah, well, look what Peacock did to like Roddy Piper. They took out his match where he paints himself half African American.
Black and
Not
half
saying
white.
that's right. Yeah. Not saying that's right. Yeah, it was fucked up. But the thing is, it should be available for people to watch because we need to learn from shit like that. And Roddy Piper was not doing it. He was playing his part as the villain. He wasn't doing it because he himself is racist. He was doing it because he was the bad guy and he wanted people to hate him. Did he go too far? Yeah. But in the end of the day, I don't think like we should forget about shit like that, you know? I don't think
But
we should try to change history.
no, you
You're right.
shouldn't. But since
You're right.
Collectorman brought up Disney, did you hear that Marvel or Disney and Sony just came to an agreement that all the past Sony movies are now going to be on Disney Plus?
Oh shit. Dude, Disney Plus is getting everything. I don't even know how they have room for all this shit.
So all
Does
the,
they have-
the original Spider-Man trilogy, those are all going to be on Disney Plus.
Oh fuck.
Hmm.
Because it's you got that.
That's nice.
Because they
The
have
Amazing
Disney
Spider-Man? Into the Spider-Verse, all that Venom, all going on. It's all going on Disney Plus.
Because, dude, they got their own catalog. They got Disney's catalog, which is already huge. They got, like, the Muppets. They got Star Wars. They got Marvel. they have Fox, they have all of Fox's catalog, and now they got Sony's catalog. Like, how the fuck are they fitting all of this? This is quite impressive. Like, there's so much. They own so much on that streaming service. It's ridiculous. The catalog is endless. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. It has become mainstream now.
It has, man.
Used to get you bullied. Now you get bullied if you don't know about it.
Collector Man, they pretty much already own everything. As far as superheroes go, what? Well, let me clarify that. They own about 75% of every superhero movie that's coming out in the future.
Exactly. Like, dude, they own all the sports entertainment. They own almost all the sports entertainment at this point because they own ESPN and the Sports Network. So they own all of that. They're a monopoly. They're out of control. Someone needs to put Disney in check, man. Like, this is not okay.
Give him the backhand. Yeah, Kai needs to put him in check, right? Don't he run it now?
Yeah.
It's working on it.
Hmm.
We're all gonna belong to the mouse soon. They're gonna brand us with the little ear logos on our back in the future, and we're all gonna be slaves working for the mouse.
That doesn't sound very fun.
In 2015, I'll be a dead motherfucker, so I won't care.
Hey, speak for yourself, man. I'm fucked.
I ain't living another 30 years. I ain't gonna live to be 80.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're all okay. Let me fix that. We're all gonna be slaves to the mouse, and Mark's gonna be me up there like, ha ha ha, suckers, like laughing at us and shit up in his heaven.
Pretty much. I'm gonna be like, I just at the right fucking time.
Suckers.
I won't be up there. I'll still be laughing.
Exactly.
The devil's gonna be on the shoulder going, dude, what are you laughing about? Oh, nah, I won't. I ain't gonna be 116. That's for damn sure. The devil's gonna tap me on the shoulder going, laughing about you're down. You turn out be like up there being controlled by the fucking mouse either.
I'm not the mouse's bitch, motherfucker.
I'll take the devil over I take the devil I do know over the devil I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, exactly. Fuck that. I'd rather. At least the devil seems slightly intimidating. Fucking having the mouse chasing you around. Get that shit ready. You gotta work harder, bitch. Pick that cotton. Like fucking. You work that cotton, and you make sure you smile. Like.
Collector Man, instead of the man, it's the mouse.
It's the mouse, motherfucker.
Can you just imagine Mouse Police chasing your ass in 2050?
You work that session, stand, motherfucker. This is my reputation on the line. We gotta be happy. You better smile, bitch. Don't make me beat you again.
There won't be actual cops. It'll be versions of Mickey Mouse and
fucking Donald.
It'll be Mickey, Donald, and Pluto, and fucking Hovercraft, fucking chasing everybody. You didn't buy Disney. You didn't buy Disney's version of fucking Thor Ragnarok. The sentence is death.
Dude, Donald's like murdering everybody. Fucking. And shit.
Yeah.
You don't want to deal with Donald Duck. Donald Duck used to be a Nazi at one point. Everybody forgets that, but Donald Duck was a Nazi. Like, this is the shit we're dealing with, man. Fucking crazy ass Disney motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Here. Oh, when the bustle up. No dishes today, Trench?
Nothing today.
Sweet. Good deal. Good deal. How long have we been on?
Oh, we've been going 3 hours. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Well, me and Mark were here before that.
Yeah, me and Art were hanging out here for like about an hour before.
Yeah, because I saw that you put the link at 6:54, and I only got here at 7:50. So it's like I knew you guys were hanging for a while. And I was like, oh shit, I thought I missed it.
No, you didn't miss it.
Yeah. I was like, I really want to do this.
Oh yes, plenty of cheese in exchange for your soul. But and this was this was a good stream. We talked Tim Curry. We just talked about a little bit about everything.
Even though we didn't have as many people on as we planned, we kept it going.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes a small group can work just as well as a big group, you know. I feel
Well,
like
it was less talking over each other. That's for sure.
Yeah. That was a good idea, Mark. This was a really fun stream. I'm glad you followed this.
Yeah.
It was. Well, I've been meaning to do it for a while now. I am a huge Tim Curry nut. So
yeah,
it's just a matter of getting all my shit and one set up and working again.
Glad you liked Collector Man. Glad you liked it.
So I'm going to thank Art and Trekkie for joining me on the stream. I'm going to thank Collector Man and Abdullah Hagar and everybody else.
We love all of you.
Who is in the chat. And we will be doing another stream eventually. Whenever I can think of something else that I haven't talked about. So I will say thank you from all of us and have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Night.
And